I contacted Richard and David of 100 Million Trees project just a couple of months back, and I was interested. I had a plot of land just about a third of an acre beside our house that we own. For ages I've kind of wanted to do something with it and plant trees and Irish native trees. Basically, once I got the field ready and the site ready for planting, they came with the trees and volunteer planters and some professional planters as well. They're actually outside now as we speak, planting 2,500 trees, which is amazing. It's really good, really exciting. There was a Japanese botanist came up with a methodology, I think it was back in the 70s, to intensively plant trees together. They call it the tiny forest method. What happens is the trees will grow 10 times faster than they normally would. So on a third of an acre, they're putting in 2,500 native trees. The idea being that they will grow 10 times faster than normal trees. And, you know, in the space of 25 or 30 or 40 years, you'll actually have a native Irish forest. I'm very excited to see that growing in the coming years. It's a beautiful environment where we live, and there are lots of trees, and indeed there's an arboretum near us called Woodstock Gardens, which is fantastic in Innishdee. But we've lots of land. There's still lots of land and lots of green area. I knew that trees are a huge contributor to native Irish trees, a huge contributor to biodiversity. It was just a piece of land that was attached to my garden that I wasn't using and wasn't used for anything. So it's a pity not to have it. It was just a kind of a wide expanse of green tuft grass. And it was a pity not to have it in some sort of use for nature. You don't need much space. It's easy to do. It'll make you feel good about yourself. It's really a no-brainer, you know, and it's free. Anyone with any bit of space, I'd really recommend you to do it, whether it's in your garden, whether it's in a farm, whether it's community groups and they have a small bit of space outside of a community centre. And I think what surprised me about the whole process was how easy this was. You know, I literally sent an email into 100 Million Trees Project, their website.ie, sent an email in, David and Richard got back to me immediately. And 2 months later, you know, I have a volunteer group of 10, 12 people here and professional planters planting 2,500 trees. So really, really easy to do. I'm going to call the forest after my two kids, Keela and Pablo, so it'll be Keela and Pablo's forest. And I love the thought of 50, 60, 70 years time, there's going to be a forest there named after them that they can come and enjoy and look at and, realise how much biodiversity that forest brings to the area and brings to that particular field that was just sitting there doing nothing. And, bar prepping the field, which wasn't a huge amount of work, I didn't have to do anything. Call the guys, they brought the trees, they brought the planters. So, really it was easy. There's no reason why you wouldn't do it. Part of my interest in this obviously was nature and probably utilising space better in terms of kind of land that was laying idle. But definitely my motivator here was climate crisis. And, it's an area we hear about left, right and centre on the news, on headlines, social media. And I think to a certain extent, people and myself, you get paralysed because it feels so big and feels like it's so much out there and what can I do about it? I'm one individual. That I think what's brilliant about the 100 Million Trees project is you're doing something. And that something is really important. Like the level of carbon drawdown from the trees that you put in is substantial and can offset a lot of the other areas that you're doing that maybe you think are not contributing well to climate. It's individual actions along with collective actions, along with government and corporate and civil society actions can help here. 100 Million Trees project is a really good example of how individuals and groups of individuals can actually really help. I feel at least I'm doing something. And, a lot of the crisis tipping points that they talk about is 2050. And in 2050, my kids will be 43 and 44. And I'm thinking, when in 2050, when I'm in my 70s and they say, Mum, what did you do? You knew about climate crisis. What did you do about it? I don't want to be in my 70s saying, I didn't really know what to do and it was all so confusing and I didn't know how it could help. At least now I know I'm acting on it now in my own small way. And lots of people who are planting trees through 100 Million Trees project are doing the same as well. And at least I know I'm taking the small steps to try and help on a global collective level, help reduce global warming and help fight climate crisis and help with biodiversity.